Hello, my sincere followers. It's a beautiful morning. I've been thinking about something and I want to ask this simple question. How do you survive as a Ghanaian youth in this era? I just, it's been something that I've been thinking about and keeps ringing in my head. How do we survive in Ghana as a youth? Especially, let me say, our major problem as a youth living in Ghana is rent. And could you just imagine you're working and you're being paid, let's say, 1,000 Ghana cedi, which is less than even $100. And you are living in an apartment where you pay a minimum rent of 600 because right now to get a rent in Accra, which you pay at least 500 is quite difficult to find. So I'll just make it 600. And you have to pay your bills, your utility bills like light bill, water bill, and you have to take transport to work. Even those that don't even take transport, they walk to work too. Apart from that, the rest of it, how do you do it? It's a big question. Because I can say, to be honest, most graduates in Ghana, people holding the first degree, out of 100%, I may say, maybe 10% of them that earn up to 3,000 cedis. If I'm wrong, you can come into my comment box and then leave your thoughts or your views about this. It's rare. And the youth, some that are doing good, there are people that know people. And sometimes I don't get to blame the youths of some of their immoral activities. The system will force you to do what you have to do to survive. And looking at all this, do we have bright future? Just think about it. Do we have a bright future? It's very sad though. Very, very sad. But I consider most Ghanaian youth to be genius. We are great mathematicians, great magicians, because I can tell that any youth that is able to survive in Ghana will be able to survive in any part of this world. Because when you look at the calculation about how man survives to keep up going up and down, my brothers and sisters, it's no joke. But I think all this boils down to bad governance and bad policies. That is not in good favor of with the citizens. And it's very sad. I have a lot of questions, but I'll be coming with other videos. Let's take a deep thought about this. Do we have a bright future as a Ghanaian youth? Those that are fortunate to travel to other countries for greener pastures, some by the grace of God, they are doing it. They are trying their best to make it. Some are still trying hard, and I want to make it because a couple of friends that I know that were fortunate enough to leave this country, they might not be billionaires, millionaires, but they are comfortable. So what about you and I that we are still here? The question is, how do we make it? And how do we survive? How do we make it and how do we survive? The thought is simple, easy to say, but it's deep. But all I can say is always have in mind that when the going gets tough, the toughs get going. So don't give up. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Some people has failed us, but that's not the end of the world. Let's be strong. Since you are strong to go through all this hardship, this difficult system, you can still make it. Don't give up. It doesn't seem right, but at the end of the tunnel, I believe there's light. Like a vision from far, that time will come. Everybody will be held accountable for how this country is being managed. I'm not being political here, but I'm just sharing my thoughts and view. It is well with our soul. And always have in mind, when the going gets tough, the toughs get going. Have an amazing day. Thank you. And think about the question I asked. How do you survive as a youth in Ghana? I'd like to hear some thoughts and views in my comments. Take care and continue to be strong.